Ray, and today I'm back with another story time, as you guys can see by the title. But before we get into the story time, I would like to say thank you to everyone that subscribed, everyone that comment, had negative feedback, positive feedback. Thank you guys. Also, I would like to say sorry it took me so long to come back. I was going through like personal things in my life. Life happened. Also, I wanted to get a microphone for you guys. I know a lot of you guys in the comments was saying how low my last video was. So hopefully you can hear me better in this video. Fingers crossed. Now, on to the story time. Okay, I know I said I was about to start the story time, y'all, but I also want to take a sip of my wine for the girls and everyone that subscribed and all the new love that I'm receiving. So now we can get on with the story time. Okay, so since I missed you guys so much and since I was gone for so long, I am coming with 2 stories in one video. So the first story I'm going to give you guys, first of all, both stories is about how I got set up and had to fight. So the first story took place in 2010. I was 5 months pregnant and I was in the 10th grade, if I'm not mistaken, either the 10th or the 11th grade. Okay, so like I said, the story took place in 2010. Me and my best friend was in high school. She's still my best friend to this day, but my best friend at the time, still to this day, she had a long time beef with the girl, and we're gonna name the girl Jasmine. She had a long time beef with a girl named Jasmine. Now, like I said, we were still in high school, so we couldn't do a lot of things we wanted to do. We had to do it the legal way, and we wanted to get tattoos. So we like, how can we get a tattoo without, because our parents is not going to sign off on it. So we like, okay, we're going to just like try to find somebody that do tattoos like under the table at their house or whatever, like look around school and see if we can find somebody. It's not safe. Do not do that. But I did that at the time, being young and dumb. I wanted a tattoo. So our mission was to go to school the next morning and search around and try to find someone that could do a tattoo for us. So I looked around. I asked friends. She asked friends. So she ended up asking a friend named Jasmine as well. This is not the same girl she had beef with. This is another girl. But her name was Jasmine as well. So she ended up running into Jasmine and she's like, hey, ask her about the tattoo situation. And Jasmine was like, oh yeah, like I know somebody that can do your tattoo or whatever. So my best friend come back to me and she's like, we in there, like we got somebody that can do our tattoo for us. So I'm like, okay, cool, like yeah, we about to get our tattoo. I'm staying at your house. We go figure a way to do it, sneak or whatever, I don't know. So we had it all planned out. I came to her house. Now, mind you, I was 5 months pregnant. Like I said in the beginning, I was 5 months pregnant, and my best friend had just had her son. I'll say her son was probably like 3 months. Like he was a brand new baby. And I'm over at my best friend's house. I stayed the night. I think it was like a school night, and I come home from school straight to her house, stayed the night or whatever. The next morning, it's pouring down raining. Mind you, we don't drive. It's pouring down raining. We're trying to sneak and do this, so she can't just ask her mom to babysit. Her mom would be like, why? Where y'all going? So it was like everything was in line for us not to do this, but we still was like eager to do it. So my best friend, she like, okay, so I need somebody to watch my son. Like, who will watch my son? Like, we can do it. Like, we can get out the house, no questions asked. I just need somebody to watch my son. So we like, okay, ask the girl, like the tattoo, because my best friend had got the number from the girl Jasmine at the school. So we texting the girl like we texting our appointment time, the location, everything. So I tell my best friend, text the girl, ask her like, is it okay if you bring your son or whatever? So she texts the girl, she like, is it okay if I bring my son? And the girl like, oh yeah, like that's fine, bring your son, like that's cool, it's no big deal. So we like, okay, cool. So time fly by. A little later on in the day, I think our appointment was probably like that afternoon, so this is like early that morning. So time fly on, and my best friend, she get an inkling like, no, I'm not gonna take my son. I'm just gonna ask my sister, can she watch him? you know, because she like an older big sister. Like, she's not really going to tell on us. And, you know, she'll do a favor for her little sister and stuff like that. So she's like, I'm going to ask my big sister to watch them. So we like, okay. Now, mind you, we got to get to your big sister's house. We don't drive, like, so we had to catch the bus to her big sister's house to drop her baby off, and then catch the bus from her big sister's house to the tattoo lady's house. So we, on the bus, we dropped the baby off. Everything good. Everything went well. We hop on the bus. And as we're on the bus, the woman is texting her address. She's telling us, like, where she gonna be at. She telling us, you know, the location, the area, the address, all that. So we like, okay, cool. We know where we going. We know the area we're going to, because in most cities, the bus don't drop you off at a specific address. They drop you off, you know, the next stop or closest stop, streets over, like. So, mind you, like I said in the beginning, it was raining outside. So we get dropped off, boom, on some random street, and we had to go streets over to find this street, because we're not from this side of town, so we really don't know where we're going. But we just like, okay, we know it's on this side of town. So we get off at the stop. We had to go like a couple streets over. And we go a couple streets over, and we not seeing this address. Like, this address is non-existent that this lady is giving us. Like, I was on one side of the block, and my best friend was on the other side of the block. And we were, like, yelling at each other, like, it's not down here. It's not over here. Like, we cannot find it. So, mind you, it's raining. Once again, it's raining. So, we as we walking back up to each other, my best friend is calling her, like, I can't find this address. I don't know where this address is. I don't know where this house is. Like, can you come get me or something, because I don't know where I'm going. So the girl on the other end is like, cool, yeah, cool, I'll come get you, like, that's no problem. Pause. Now we're about to stop right there. The girl that originally gave my best friend the tattoo guy's number, I'll call her Jasmine number 2. Jasmine number 1 is the one she's originally beefing with. Jasmine number 2 is the one that gave her the tattoo number. So Jasmine number 2 is friends with Jasmine number 1. But my best friend did not know this. She had no clue that they were even friends, that they even knew who each other was. So the whole time, me and my best friend are thinking, like, we texting a tattoo person, we setting up an appointment. The whole time, Jasmine number 2 gave my best friend Jasmine number 1's number. So the whole time, my best friend is texting her enemy, basically meeting up to get jumped. But she's thinking she's meeting up to get a tattoo. And they thought she was going to be alone. And they told her to bring her baby. Sick. So, they told her to bring her baby. And I forgot to mention in the story, too, I think I decided not to get a tattoo. I can't remember, because they did think that she was coming along. Like I said, this was in 2010, so I can't exactly remember. But they definitely did think she was coming along. They didn't expect me to be there. Now, back to the story. So my best friend said, can you come get us? She's like, yeah. So we standing there, like, just waiting. Like, we didn't even wait long. I said we waited like 2 minutes, maybe a minute. And we see this car just swerving down the street. I mean, like, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, this car is swerving down the street. So the car come to a halt, come to a stop, like, real, like, so we stop and we look, and it's 3 girls getting out the car. It's 3 girls getting out the car. And I know the girl. I know Jasmine number 1. I know Jasmine number 1 from my best friend. I knew my best friend had beef for her. I done seen her around. I done seen the girl before, so I knew exactly who Jasmine number 1 was. I never met Jasmine number 2. My best friend met her through the tattoo number at school. I never interacted with her, so I really didn't even know who she was. But Jasmine number 1, I knew exactly who she was. So as soon as they hop out the car, my eyes automatically go to Jasmine number 1. And I look at my best friend, and I said, is that Jasmine number 1? And she like, that can't be her. Like, why would that be her? Me and her got beef. Like, why would she be pulling up? So I'm like, bro, like, that looked like her. So as they start coming closer, because mind you, my best friend, she wear glasses and stuff. So as they start coming closer, she like, that is Jasmine. Like, that is Jasmine number one. So then she like, and then there go Jasmine number two. So as soon as she said that, our minds instantly clicked together. Like, wow, like this was really a setup. So, they walk up on us and like they step the girl that my best friend had beef with for years step up to my best friend and they exchange words and everybody standing back, including me. Mind you, I'm 5 months pregnant, so I'm really not trying to jump into nothing because I'm 5 months pregnant. So I step back. I'm just sitting there watching. I'm being calm, cool, and collected, and they start fighting. Fair fight. Nobody jumping in. They start fighting. Now, mind you, like I said, it was raining outside, so it was slippery. And as they're fighting or whatever, they fall to the ground. But the girl, my best friend, had on a hoodie, so the girl kind of got a little advantage over her and was able to pull her hoodie up. But that wasn't the worst part. Another girl came and was trying to kick her. The other Jasmine girl, sorry, not another girl. The other Jasmine girl, Jasmine 2, tried to come and kick her while she's getting choked by her collar, like by her hoodie. So I instantly jumped in. Like I knew I was pregnant, but it just like snapped out. I'm like, no, this ain't going down. So I pushed old girl. When I pushed her, the third girl, we can call her D. The third girl came up soon as I pushed her, like off my best friend, off the hoodie, from choking my best friend with her hoodie. As soon as I pushed her, the girl D came and hit me so hard in my face. Before I can even get up, I got kicked by a big ass Timberland. So the same girl, Jasmine 2, that was trying to stump my best friend out, tried to come and stump me out after getting punched. So a man yelled, like we getting up, we getting ready or whatever. And like a man yelled like, yo, y'all, stop that. So they hop up off of us. As soon as the man yelled out the door, they hop up off of us. And we're like, oh my God, like what the fuck? Like we ain't know what was going on. So my best friend looked at me, she like, you got jumped too? Like it was so crazy because it's only 3, but still 3 against 2 is getting jumped. I don't care what nobody say. So she like, you got jumped too? I'm like, you got jumped? Like my lip was sore from the girl punching me. And then I had a big ass knot on my head from the girl kicking me. My best friend had already got kicked on and choked out with her hood collar and stuff, or her hoodie. So we like, okay, like we told up. So I'm like, call your sister right now, because my family was in another town. I said the town and I have to edit that out. But my family was in another town at the time, and like the closest person that would come to us and know exactly where we was and what was going on and what we was supposed to do was her sister. So I told her to call her sister or whatever. As she's talking to her sister, I don't know what happened. The girl came and pushed my best friend. Something happened where my best friend dropped her phone. So my best friend, so the girl picked up the phone and her sister was on the other end yelling, where's my sister? And the girl yelled on the other end, come find them, and kicked the phone down the sewer. So at this time, it was so much going on that it was crazy. At this time, by the time the phone is kicked down the sewer, by the time we distraught, we trying to fight back, we arguing, by the time the man came out, all that, they hopped in their car and tried to hit us with their car. I'm like, really? And then the sickest part is, y'all told her to bring her baby. So y'all would have tried to do this to her in front of her baby with 3 girls on one? Child, sick. But, yeah, so long story short, my parents, like I said, I was underage. I think I was 16 or 17. I can't remember. I got pregnant when I was 16, so I'll say I was 16 at the time. So I think I was 16, I was underage, and I was pregnant. So my parent at the time just pressed charges. I went to court, I think, twice, and I think the girl got house arrest. I'm not for sure. I never really followed up on it. But yeah, that's a story time where I got jumped when I was 5 months pregnant. Me and my best friend actually got set up to get jumped. But it was really my best friend getting set up. Thank God I was with her, because ain't no telling what they would have tried to do to her, especially with her baby. So yeah, that's the first story time. And I have another story time that's recent for you guys. And this one is crazy. Okay, before we get into it, let me take a sip. Okay, so this story time is recent, guys, and it's with a friend that I thought was a friend turned foe. Hey, it's life, it happens. Okay, so before I get into this story, I would like to add something that me and her have fell out for about. Okay, I've been knowing her for 10 years. We fell out about 8.5 years. I haven't even been rocking back with her for a whole year. Um, so we had got back in contact over the summertime. Cool, the vibes, kicking it, drinking, you know. And I had kind of took my distance from her because she had owed me some money. And I'm not the type of petty friend that's going to be like, oh, well, you owe me money. I ain't rocking with you. Da, da, da. Like, I'm not that type of person. People go through stuff. I mean, I understand. I'm not tripping. But when I see you kind of splurging and doing all this and that, and you're not even attempting to pay me back my money, I just kind of fall back from you. So I had kind of fell back from her for a good 3 months. Like I said, we started connecting in the summer. And I think I stopped going over her house around October. So, yeah, I stopped coming around her around October. And we just connected in February. Like I said, it's very recent. So, we were connecting, you know. I'm like, what's your plans or whatever? She like, oh, I want to go to this next city over. I want to go, like, to eat or whatever. Like, come get you, da-da-da. So I'm like, that's cool. Like, come get me. You know, we can go out to eat to the next city, whatever. You know, we can do that. So, she come get me. We ride around. It's starting to get later and later. She's getting drunker and drunker. Mind you, before she came and got me, she was already toasted, she said. So as the time going on, it's getting later and later, and she's calling other people like, hey, you want to go to the town with us? We're going out to eat. Do you want to go to the next town over? We're going out to eat or whatever, da-da. So I'm like, okay, I know her. Like, I know when she start getting around people, she want to try to front and stuff. So I'm like, okay, she calling all these random people I do not know. I'm not friendly like that. I really don't like people for real. I like my people, but like new people, I'm really not feeling it. Calling all these people, I'm like, cool. She like, well, we close to my brother's house, and her brother do hair or whatever. So she's like, we close to my brother's house. So I had to use the bathroom. We were drinking, like I said, we were drinking. So I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Whenever I gotta go to the bathroom, she like, well, I gotta go pick up this girl that want to get her hair done by my brother, so we can all like go over there. You can use the bathroom, and then she can get her hair done real quick because she was just getting like a flat iron. And he's like, she can get her hair done real quick, and then we can go. I'm like, cool. I think I met the girl once. Really didn't care for it too much. And I'm like, cool. So she dropped me off at her brother's house. I go to the bathroom. She go pick up the girl. Now, me and her brother is like sitting in the living room. We just talking, chatting it up, having a good old kiki or whatever. And she come back with the girl. Now, the girl come, barely speak. You know how females is. The girl come, she sit down, she's getting her hair done. As she's getting her hair done, but before I say this, though, before I keep continuing, me and her had went half on the fifth. So I had the fifth in the house with me. Okay, back to the story. So as the girl's getting her hair done, we like passing the fifth back to each other because I don't think nobody else drank really. So we sipping, passing the fifth around, and I can't remember exactly what the conversation led up to this was, but some kind of conversation where she always having sex with her friends, like her girlfriends, and like I know what you do with your, I know who you be around, I know you let hit. I know what you doing all that. No. So I never was the female that she was going to be bragging about having sex with, like, or the friend, like, no. So as we talking or whatever, something in that situation came up. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. You always having sex with your friends. I was like, not me. No, it couldn't be me. And she was like, it couldn't be you because I don't want it to be you. Now, mind you, we was cool all this day until her friend got around. So the girl, she went to go get the thing, you know. So I'm like, you know what? We get to arguing back and forth from that. Now, it wasn't that serious, but at the time, to me, it was that serious because I feel like you're trying to front. Like, you have tried to come on to me plenty of times, and I have always denied your come-ons. You always said little stuff, and I never replied because it's weird to me that you always trying to fuck your friends. But for you to sit there and do that, you're fronting. And I knew she was fronting even more because as the conversation started escalating, I said, now you trying to talk, but you owe me money. I do not owe you money. That set me off. You don't owe me what? Oh, so now you about to sit here and try to deny that you owe me money, bro? Okay. For real? Like, now you really sit here trying to play me like a lame. Like, I'm like, you really sit here trying to play me like a lame. Now, like, sorry, guys, it ain't got the clip. I don't know what happened to the clip. I don't know. But I'm like, you really sitting here trying to play me like a lame? Now, like, you really got me messed up in front of this chick that I have no clue who she is. So we get in the car and we kind of going back and forth, and she's sitting up there trying to front. They all kick in. They laughing. They hitting each other like, girl, right, girl, right. So I'm sitting in the back like, for real, bro? You probably known this girl probably about 5 years. I've been knowing you for 10 years. And this is how you act. Granted, we just reconnected, but damn. This is how you do your friends. This is how you do people that you borrow money from and can't pay back. But, so I said drop me off at home. Mind you, the whole time I got the bottle in my hand because she's not about to play me like I'm a fucking lame. No. So I got the bottle in my hand, and as she's dropping me off, we pull up to my house. And I take the bottle straight with me. I get out the car and I'm walking into my apartment. And she's like, can I have the bottle? She yelled out the window, can I get that bottle? I said, no. No, this half of what you owe. This ain't even half of what you owe me. And you want to sit there in front of me? I said, no, I'm taking this. Okay. So I come in the house. I'm getting blown up. Like, I'm so lit that I'm not even paying attention to this is like a setup. Like, I'm getting lured out my house. Like, I didn't even take it that way because I really looked at her as a friend at the time. Like, I really looked at her as somebody that wouldn't try to pull this type of stuff, especially being that lit, like being that drunk as she was. Like, I didn't expect her to do that. So, like I said, I come in the house and I'm getting my phone blown up. Like, it's getting blown up. I'm getting calls, texts. I'm even getting pictures, y'all. Like, I wish I could show you the screenshots, but I deleted her, like, after the case, after everything happened. I deleted everything. But she sent me, like, a picture of a bottle. She sent me, like, 3 or 4 text messages, like, we got liquor. I don't care about liquor. She sent me a picture of 3 or 4 text messages talking about, I care about my friend. Like, I want to make sure my friend is good. You know you my friend. Like, I would never do that to you. I wasn't trying to front on you, this and that and the third. Come on, we were supposed to go get something to eat. Come on, let's go get something to eat. Like, I know you want to get something to eat. She was like, I ain't even tripping about the bottle. Like, you my friend. My dumb ass reading the text messages like drunk. Reading the text messages like, oh, it was just a misunderstanding. Like, so I go back out there. I go back out there with the bottle. So I go back out there with the bottle. I hop in the car. And as we driving up the street, I notice she's steady getting smart. Steady getting smart. Steady saying stuff. Her and her girl in the front steady whispering. Steady whispering. Steady whispering. So I'm like, what is going on? So as we get up to the parking lot, like, we going up the street to, like, the strip club parking lot. As we get up to the parking lot, they park. I'm like, what is we doing here? Like, this is no food. Like, and as we park, me and her get the arguing back and forth. I don't even remember what it was. But all I know is it's a heated-ass argument at this point. And it was so crazy because the whole time she texted me like, friend, come back out. You know what I'm saying? I took the bottle back out and everything because I didn't think it was no beef like that. Especially over no bottle. Like, you can have that. I just did that out of just to prove a point. Like, but for real, you can have this bottle back. It's really not that serious. So, we arguing back and forth, and she said something I did not like. I don't know what it was, but it was something I didn't like. And I reached over in the front and hit her. Like, I reached over and hit her in the face. And she hopped out the car. She hopped out the car, and she hopped in the, pulled to the back. Because, mind you, her friend, the friend that got her hair done, she was the one driving. And she was driving her car. She had the girl that got her hair done driving her car. So she get out the passenger seat, and she opened up the back door, and she's telling me to get out. I said, make me get out. Make me get out this car, and I get out this car. But other than that, I'm not moving, bro. You not, what? Take me out this car. Out. Take me. So, She like, bro, get out the car, get out the car, get out the car. I guess she caught herself yanking my arm. This right here, yeah. I got 2 scabs on my knees, and on both my knees are scabbed up, and I got this on my hand. So when she caught herself yanking me out the car, she went straight to the ground. I'm going to just put it that way. She went straight to the ground. That's why both my knees are scraped up and my knuckles look the way they look. But, yeah, we ended up fighting. The girl that insinuated the whole fight, which was the girl that was getting her hair done, she was nowhere to be found. Like, after we got done fighting, she was nowhere to be found. My friend, the girl that was my friend, she was on the phone calling her people. I don't know why. It was just me. I didn't even have nobody up there. She the one had a friend. Her friend left her. But she's calling her people up there for me. Whatever. So the whole time she's on the phone with her people, I'm going to the car, kicking this car. Like, I'm kicking the car. I'm hitting the window. I'm telling her to get the fuck out. Like, I wanted another round. Because, bitch, you were supposed to be my friend. You're fake as fuck. Like, I need another round. So, I'm on the phone with my mom, though. So as I'm doing this, my mom like, girl, go. Like, no, leave her alone. Like, no, don't even keep it going because she not up there. You up there by yourself. Like, I don't want this to escalate. So, like, just go sit down. Like, call a Lyft, come home or whatever. So I go sit down. I call a Lyft. I'm calling my Lyft. But at the time I'm calling my Lyft, her and her cousin walking up. So I stand up. What? Like, you still trying to be tough. You was just locked in the car. Calling your cousin. As soon as your cousin pull up, you trying to walk up on me? Really? So, as I stand up and I'm telling her, like, what's up? Like, I push her and everything. I'm like, what's up? And her cousin, like, girl, like, that. Like, I don't even remember because I was so lit. But all I remember is I pushed her and they walked away. It was words exchanged, of course. But they ended up walking away. We didn't fight again. So, I guess she needed the courage of her cousin to come for her to try to walk back up on me. Because her friend disappeared. I don't fucking know where her friend was. Her friend was nowhere to be found that whole rest of that night. Like, so a mutual friend of ours, he pulled up and he was like, you know, Tequila, get in the car. And I'm like, no, like, I'm cool. Like, I'm about to catch a lift, whatever. He like, get in the car. Like, this is crazy. Y'all should not have been doing this. We were supposed to go to such and such out to eat. Like, because he was supposed to go with us. He was supposed to meet up with us and we were supposed to do that or whatever. He like, y'all should not have been arguing. Like, this is crazy. Like, whatever. So as we ride down the street, I'm telling him what was going on. And he really put it into perspective in my head. Like, this is so crazy that she let that girl hype her up to try to fight you. Like, I don't even fuck with her anyway like that. He like, I don't even fuck with her like that anyway. That's corny as fuck. He like, that shit just pissed me off. So then he stopped his car and he called her. He called my friend. He like, pull up next to me right now. So they pull up next to him or whatever. And he like, that's corny as fuck that you let that girl hype you up to fight your friend. And this girl done caught lifts to your house. This girl done been there for you, da-da-da. He like, that's corny as fuck. You did that. She on the other end like, I know. You know, da-da-da. I don't even know what the fuck she said for real. So he dropped me off. I tell him thank you, whatever. I let it go. Come in the house, you know, whatever. Do my thing. Go to bed. So I wake up the next morning. Thinking shit is over. I done deleted her. I done blocked her. So I thought, Apple, we got beef for this shit because I blocked the heifer. And I don't even know how she even got through on my phone. But I blocked her. So I thought, like I said, and she ended up calling me. And I answered because I don't recognize nobody's number. Like, I know nobody's number by heart. Nobody's. But my mom and my sister. Well, not even my sister. My mom's. And, I get a phone call and I'm answering hello or like, you know, just regular. And she like, hello. I'm like, who's this? She like, bitch, you know who this is? We is not cool like that no more, honey. Do not be calling my phone on that. Like, bro, by the door. Okay, bitch, no. So, I tell her how I felt. I'm like, don't call my phone no more. No, I'm going off. She like, I just want to know if you took my friend's $40. I know you ain't talking about the heifer that made us fight or that made you get so bucked up to get beat the fuck up. Like, I know you ain't talking about her. So I said, I know you ain't talking about I'm going to give her the name Tiffany. I said, I know you ain't talking about the Tiffany bitch. So as soon as I say that, everybody in the background like, oh, I hear yelling. So I figured that's who she was with. I don't fucking know. But I guess she came out of hiding. She had to come out of hiding because her ass definitely went in hiding that night we was fighting. She started some shit and then left your ass. See, them the type of friends you don't need. But that's the type of people she surround herself with. So the next day, I guess the girl found her way back to her magically. So as we going off or whatever, I hear a dude in the background say, "Yeah, and if you don't owe her 40, it's gonna be 60 soon." It's you using me? So now y'all trying to extort me? What the fuck? So we going back and forth. And she called my phone again. Like I hang up. She called my phone again, and the girl in the background like, "You must got it. You must got it." Because the way you acting. Bitch, do you not know what happened last night? You seen what happened last night. What do you mean I must have it? I said, your friend probably got it. She the dirty bitch. She done fell out with a lot of her friends over money. She probably the one that got it, to be truthfully honest. But yeah, like the way they was coming was so crazy because it's like they were trying to like punk somebody or something. So I told her, I said, pull up if you think I got it. Both of y'all pull up if y'all think I got it and come take it. Since you think I got it, pull up. Pull up. And we can solve that. Right then and there, pull up if you think I got the money. So they all yelling back and forth, whatever. And I call my sister. I got a big sister. And I call her and I tell her the situation. And my sister know her. Like, my sister know my friend. Like I said, I've been knowing this girl for 10 years. And she lived with me at one point in time. So my sister knew exactly who she was. So my sister like, what's her number? And I don't even care to give her a name in this story. So I'm just going to give her the name as friend, ex-friend, whatever. But she's not even getting a name in this story because fuck her. But my sister's like, what's her number or whatever? And my sister called her, like, basically, like, y'all don't fuck with each other. I'm calling my sister's phone. Who is the dude in the background talking about this and that? Like, and she's telling my sister, like, no, nobody want to fight her. Nobody pulling up. I just called her to ask her a question. And my sister's like, don't call, ask her no questions. Like, y'all not fucking with each other. Like, don't ask her nothing. And after that, my sister called me back and, like, told me, like, what was said or whatever. And I had got like 2 missed calls from her. For what? I don't know because I didn't answer. My sister said what she said. I said what I said. And what is we still going back and forth for? We will never be friends, honey. We will never be friends ever again. Like, you really lost the realest bitch on your team because half these girls that she claims is her friend is not her friends. The girl left you for dead. Oh, like, ain't no telling what I had on me. Like, if I was really savage and really didn't give a fuck, I could have tore you up, and the girl that hyped you up to get beat up left you. Like, the shit is sick. But yeah, them is the 2 stories that I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my story times. I will be coming back with more, and I won't disappear again, I promise. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you guys for all the new subscribers. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video.